On the hour, rugbyleague.com news. Brought to you by Thomson Reuters, the global leader for news.
Coming up, after Queensland's epic victory, State of Origin controversy erupts after Blues escape suspension. Star Frenchman hits the training field in the bush as former Origin player chases grand final glory. And in Super League, Warrington lose teenage winger to an ACL injury for the rest of the season. But first up, Queenslanders are spitting chips after two New South Wales players escaped suspension after they were checked out by the match reviewers following the second Origin game in Perth. The Maroons won 26-24, but post-match discussion, at least north of the Tweed, has centred on Jerome Luai and Zach Lomax after their on-field antics. Replays show Luai's fingers raking across Ruben Cotter's face and eyes. Referee Ashley Klein wasted no time in putting Luai on report and giving Queensland a penalty. It was later ruled by the Match Review Committee to be a Grade 2 contrary conduct charge, and as a result, Luai only facing a 13% reduction of his match fee, with the early guilty plea and no suspension. And as for Lomax, he was charged with Grade 1 dangerous contact for an elbow to the face of Trent Liero, and he's only looking at a 7% reduction of his match fee with the early plea and again no suspension. The rulings on both players infuriating the Queenslanders, who won in the West for the first time after two shockers on that side of the country, in which they were flogged by 32 points on both occasions. The series now moves back to the eastern seaboard for Game 3, the decider to be played in Sydney on July the 9th. French international Michael Gudimond has arrived in country New South Wales to start training with the Juni Diesels as he prepares for a new life with Laurie Daly's old club in Group 9. The 29-year-old Gudimond, formally unveiled by the club in the past 24 hours or so, but we broke the story, of course, a week ago here on rugbyleague.com. Meanwhile, the build-up continues for the Mount Isa Grand Final this Sunday between Townies and Wanderers. Former Queensland State of Origin hero John Doyle chasing Grand Final glory as coach of Townies. And you can hear all the action plus our pre-game show from Alec Inch Oval live and free on rugbyleague.com. Yours truly calling the action and looking forward to being back in the radio capital. And in the top end, the Spectator at the centre of that recent drama in Darwin, in fact last Friday night, in relation to the abuse of referees, has been rubbed out by officials. He can't come to a game of footy or get involved with anything under the jurisdiction of NRL Northern Territory until November 2027. In the UK, the highly rated Aaron Lindop is a scratching for Warrington for the rest of the Super League season after it was confirmed the 19-year-old winger has done his ACL. In the lead-up to his team's home clash against Leeds on Friday night, St Helens forward Joe Batchelor is out for possibly 4 weeks with a calf problem. And speaking of the Rhinos, Matt Frawley has left the club. He's now on loan to Huddersfield for a month, with Leeds forward Jack Murchie going back to Australia. And finally, Wigan have re-signed Sam Walters until the end of 2029. Round 15, of course, kicks off with the Thursday night game between Cass and Hull KR. I'm Jason Costigan, and that's the latest in news on rugbyleague.com. And don't forget, this coming Sunday, as mentioned, we're on location in Queensland's northwest to call the Mount Isa Grand Final. It's Townies v Wanderers, and we hope you can join us from 2 o'clock local time. That's 5 a.m. UK time. And yes, it's live and free on rugbyleague.com.